Good evening and welcome to Newsfeed. Today is Thursday, October 10th, 2019. I'm Timothy Hardial.
And I'm Savannah Bourne. We're excited to have you here watching with us tonight. Let's see what's happening in Ann Arbor.
CNN host and CEO of Reform Alliance Van Jones spoke at the University of Michigan's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Summit on Monday, October 7th. Along with University President Mark Schlissel and Vice Provost of Equity and Inclusion and Chief Diversity Officer Robert Sellers, Jones discussed the value of diversity in a changing workplace. Jones stated, quote, "In this new century, the absolute prerequisite superpower for success is how you deal, how do you perform in a radically diverse environment," end quote. Jones is the host of two CNN shows, The Redemption Project and the Van Jones Show. Jones stressed the importance of bipartisanship in diversity, giving his prison abolition work with Newt Gingrich as an example. Jones said, quote, "When you have this many people behind bars, you offend the core sensibilities and the core values of both political parties. At our best, progressives and Democrats believe in something called justice. At their best, conservatives care about something called liberty. The incarceration industry is running over the concepts of justice and liberty," end quote.
CBD vape products have claimed their first Michigan resident. The adult male who died last Wednesday, October 2nd, is one of 18 victims of vaping-related deaths nationwide. The Michigan Department of Human and Health Services, also known as MDHHS, were notified of the incident last Friday. Joni Caldoun, the Chief Deputy Director for Health at MDHHS, released a statement advising Michigan residents to stop using vaping products. Caldoun stated, quote, "To protect public health, we urge people to consider refraining from vaping until the specific cause of the vaping-related severe lung injuries has been identified," end quote. Although only a handful of vaping-related deaths have been confirmed, the CDC reports that there have been over 1,000 cases of lung injury due to e-cigarettes or vaping products. In Michigan, the affected age range of vaping-related lung injuries is 16 to 67 years old. This cross-generational epidemic led Governor Gretchen Whitmer to announce a statewide ban on flavored e-cigarette products last month, a ban that she hopes will combat this public health crisis.
The facility and tournament director of the Huron Valley Volleyball Club was arraigned on sexual assault and child pornography charges on October 5th of 2019. Ryan Thomas Mortensen is a 38-year-old man from the Ann Arbor area. He was a coach for various volleyball teams in the area such as the Concordia University team, the University of Michigan club team, and the Elite Volleyball Academy. He was also once listed as a coach for the Clagg Middle School volleyball team as well as the Schoolcraft College volleyball team as an assistant coach. His name is no longer listed as a coach for these teams. Mortensen's bond was set at $50,000. His charges are criminal sexual assault in the first degree, criminal sexual conduct in the third degree, child sexually abusive activity, and possession of child pornography.
Now it's time for a short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
I already knew that I was gonna go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm gonna get my law degree. Then I'm gonna come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined, it's gonna happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it,
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got, or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Welcome back to the show. You're watching Newsfeed. Let's get back into our local news. Researchers at Michigan State University discovered that women's susceptibility to depression is double the susceptibility of men. Using mice, researchers found a single circuit controlled by testosterone that is activated in stressful situations. Notably, males have lower brain activity while in stressful situations due to their higher levels of testosterone. When the testosterone was experimentally removed, male mice began to experience the symptoms of depression. A.J. Robinson, the physiologist leading the study, praised the findings, claiming that his study is the first study to distinguish a circuit that drives different emotional responses based on biological sex. This revolutionary information can be applied in psychology settings as well as in medical settings, and can lead to new methods for therapeutic targeting treatment in humans.
Officials are warning Michigan residents of the presence of poisonous caterpillars. The American dagger caterpillar, the caterpillar of the American dagger moth, was first spotted on the hiking trails of Mid-Michigan College's campus and has since been spotted in several areas of southeast Michigan and other places in the state. Although the caterpillars can appear cute and harmless, they are indeed dangerous. According to the Clare Area Chamber of Commerce, which posted a warning on Facebook stating, quote, "Do not pick them up. Both children and adults can be affected by them," end quote. Symptoms include stinging sensations followed by burning and itching, which can then be followed by a rash. The insects feed on the leaves of oak, ash, elm, alder, willow, and maple trees, and may be found on the ground near these. The creatures are capable of severe stings and have white or yellow hairs attached to poisonous black sacs, which can be used to inject toxins.
An October 5th CNN report revealed that an attempted voting app hack may be linked to a University of Michigan election security course. The Votes app is used by the state of West Virginia as a method to vote via smartphone. CNN stated that in the U of M election security course, students, quote, examine current and proposed mobile voting technology, end quote, but were instructed not to disturb this technology. Shortly after, Votes blocked, quote, suspicious activity, end quote, from University of Michigan IP addresses. Votes CEO Namit Sawangi told CNN, quote, we stopped them, caught them, and turned them over to the authorities, end quote. According to CNN, after the project, a student emailed their professor to state that their phone would be searched by the FBI. U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of West Virginia, Mike Stewart, confirmed that there is a current FBI investigation into the case. Stewart said it is not currently known, quote, whether any federal laws were violated, end quote. Votes has been criticized in the past for security risks inherently associated with online voting and for not being transparent about potential security breaches.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back with some international news.
What this place needs is better graduation rates.
What this place needs is less childhood obesity.
What this place needs is free help with taxes.
What this place needs is healthy breakfast.
What this place needs is fitness programs for kids.
What this place needs is early readers.
What this place needs is mentors for teens.
What this place needs is people to join us. What this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
As an American, it's hard to hear that we have a serious hunger issue in our country. And as a parent, it's even harder to hear that 1 in 5 of our kids struggles with hunger, especially when billions of pounds of good food are wasted every year. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide billions of meals to families in need right in your community. Visit feedingamerica.org to support Feeding America and your local food bank. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to Newsfeed. Now it's time for international news. On Monday, an Indian woman confessed to poisoning 6 family members with cyanide over a 14-year period. Jolly Thomas of the Indian state of Kerala was initially investigated by police after her brother-in-law suspected that she forged her parents' will. Authorities then discovered that she had been at the scene of all of the deaths and that they all followed a meal that she had prepared. Police believe that the killings began in 2002 with the murder of her mother-in-law. Thomas then killed her father-in-law in 2008 and her husband in 2011, along with her husband's uncle because he wanted an autopsy to take place. Thomas then murdered her now dead husband's cousin's wife and 2-year-old daughter in an attempt to marry her dead husband's cousin. The cousin has also been arrested.
On Tuesday, October 8th, the White House released an 8-page letter vowing it would not cooperate with the impeachment inquiry. They believe the inquiry to be, quote, partisan and unconstitutional, end quote. Additionally, the White House has blocked U.S. European Union Ambassador Gordon Sondland from conversing with investigators. Democrats in Congress have stated that they believe this failure to comply to be an obstruction worthy of impeachment. A White House official who listened to the phone call between Trump and the Ukrainian president used words like frightening to explain what he heard. Trump's approval rating has climbed to the highest level of 2019 amid the impeachment inquiry. Trump has called this allegedly illegitimate investigation an effort to overturn the results of the 2016 election, end quote. Only time will tell as this inquiry continues day by day.
Protests in Hong Kong have escalated as the recent anti-mask law has put into place. This emergency law was enacted by pro-establishment Hong Kong legislator Carrie Lam to, quote, deter people from joining these unlawful assembly and put an end to the violence, end quote. Critics of the law say that this is just another act infringing the civil rights of the people of Hong Kong. Over the past several months, millions have flooded the streets of Hong Kong in response to a possible extradition bill. Those who oppose the law fear that Hong Kong residents would be prosecuted under China's flawed justice system. Human Rights Watch member Sophie Richardson stated that, quote, the proposed changes to the extradition laws will put anyone in Hong Kong doing work related to the mainland at risk. No one will be safe, including activists, human rights lawyers, journalists, and social workers, end quote.
Well, that's all we have for tonight. I'm Savannah Bourne.
And I'm Timothy Hardial.
And you've just been Newsfed.